This final's just caught the imagination.
I think we're a good story at the minute. This is Aberdeen's most exciting season for many, many years.
Oh, there's just a total buzz about the city.
The McInnes factor, it's unbelievable.
Been crying out for a man like that for a long time.
I just hope he knows that how close he is to kind of legendary status.
OK, I freely admit it. Those of us who were teenagers here in the Granite City in the early 1980s were well and truly spoiled. How could it be otherwise when you had Alec Ferguson as the Aberdeen manager? 3 league titles, 4 Scottish Cups, 1 League Cup, the Cup Winners' Cup beating Real Madrid in the final to boot, and don't forget about the European Super Cup under Fergie as well. It was the glory era. Since then, on the football pitch, success has been harder to find. You've got to go back to the 1995-96 season for the last piece of Aberdeen silverware. Not since 2000 have the Dons been to a national final of any description. But suffice it to say, under new dynamic leadership, the times, they are a-changing again.
I think there's a lot of man love going about Aberdeen at the moment for Derek. You know, everybody rates him very highly. He speaks very well. He's confident, he's assured without being cocky and complacent.
You know, if he wins this one and possibly without, you know, being too confident, there's a chance of another one as well, and you know, his stock will never be higher.
Your music, your life.
This is North Sound 1.
North Sound 1's Friday Sport, and we've been looking forward to this day for, I was going to say, like, you know, weeks and a day, but really it's more like 15 years, isn't it?
Oh, it is. You know, I can see this one being a close run thing. Inverness, they've got great spirit. I think Aberdeen will just maybe edge it by a couple of goals, but over 90 minutes. It might not be the first 10 minutes we get the goals.
They're calling Parkhead Park Red. It really will be, for all intents and purposes, a Red Army invasion. I think 40,000 fans, that is beyond everybody's wildest dreams. I personally thought 25 to 30,000, but you know, 40,000, and there are no more tickets. They're not letting us have any more, which is a bit mean of the SPFL, I think.
I think everybody you speak to out and about at the moment, you know, the topic of conversation is, are you going to the final? How are you getting down? How many tickets have you managed to get tickets? That's been the conversation pretty much everywhere you go.
It's a lot of first timers, a lot of younger fans that are, you know, coming along to this one, and families going along, and Pittodrie's absolutely buzzing at the moment. Just can't wait for it now.
40,000 supporting Aberdeen come the League Cup final on Sunday. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the crowd will be brilliant running out to. I mean, we had a semi-final where we got a little taste of what it could be like. The atmosphere created by our supporters in the semi-final was magnificent, and to think that we're going to have 4.5 times that again, I think it'll be brilliant for the players, great inspiration for them. It will only give us that advantage, I think, if we can be playing well and doing well in the game. But I think you would rather have that level of support there with you than against you.
A lot of youngsters that come down in our bus, you know, they're just so excited for this final, and hopefully a victory for the Dons, and it's the first one they'll have seen, you know, so I'm really looking forward to it from their point of view as much as my own, to be honest.
What to make sure is, for us, it's a day to remember, not a day to forget.
My father first took me to Pittodrie back in 1973, and when you look around, well, it's pretty clear that the place hasn't changed all that much over the years, but we were treated to wonderful football back then. And now, let's see if it's time for the younger generation of Aberdonians to experience that winning feeling starting on Sunday.